Hello, 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 my darlings. Thank you for joining me on A Slice of Life, A Slice of Life. I hope you had a good weekend. And maybe you were one of those people out there with the marching this weekend. Maybe you marched for the King's March. For those of you who went out there, I admire you for having gone out there. I did that already. I did that back in the 60s. Not getting ready to do it anymore. And so, some of you all have asked, so let me just take off my jewelry for a minute. See, when you stand somewhere and let somebody burn you with a cigarette. So I had somebody tell me, they said, well, Georgianne, the person burned you with a cigarette. They said, didn't that take a minute? And I said, yeah, it did take a minute because they had to put the cigarette out on my arm. But I had my placard. I was marching and demonstrating. And we had been trained by Dr. King and by Herschel Sullivan and Annie Ruth Borders and who else was over there? And my classmate, Walker, what's the name? Walker's name. Anyway, so you just got the burn and you just kept going. I went back to the dorm. I told Hattie Williams, I said, a man burned me with a cigarette. And I went on because we have to march. We had to make a difference, and we did make a difference. Now, this going on now, I'm in the 92%. I am. In the 92%, we staying at home. We're not coming out there anymore. We already did that. And I want to thank Tabitha for giving me, I love Tabitha on politics. Joy Reid on politics. Don Lemons on politics. What's his name? Roland Martin on politics. Those four right there, you want to know what's going on? Those are the four. Those are the four. They got that. I'm not in that field, but I love listening to you all because you keep me on point. But when we get to this part right here, let me tell you something, baby. We're not going outside. We're not marching. Did that. I did that. And I'm telling you, 45, 35, 25, 65, 75. Ladies, we're going to stay home. We did 92%. 92% of black women in America voted for the black lady. And so all that complaining that's going on right now, we like, what? We tried to tell y'all, so don't step to me with any of it. Don't step to any of us with any of it. Because you voted what you voted, and we voted the way we voted. So now, we need to let y'all go head on with the rest of it. I'm telling everybody, don't get in whatever they're doing. They got that thing going up there every week, every day. They got something they presenting that they want to happen in America. We already knew that. We knew that was coming, so we already braced for it. We're not. Ain't no showcase going on. We're not in showcase because we already knew. We read the 2025 project. If we didn't read it, we had somebody tell us at the Democratic Convention every day something about 2025. We got it on our phones. We got it, downloaded it. We all got the 2025 project. So, baby, why are y'all surprised? I do not understand any of that. So I'm talking to my other people, the 92%. We're going to stay home. Now, what we're going to do, I've been I am talking to you about one thing I talk about. That's the $9 trillion. That's what I talk about. I need you to think about, Tabitha says she stays at home. Now, Tabitha gets a little depressed. Because, we do like to go out and shop and, we just have a good time in life. But we're not doing that. But you can either make up you another kind of good time. Shop somewhere. Shop with the people you know. There are some black women, Constance Booth and Phoebe Boutique. Those two I do know. They have clothing. Beautiful, upscale clothing. And they're black owned. And they own their shop. Go find them. Go find Constance Booth. It's called, I helped name it. I sure did. Butterfly 2, TOO. Because she said one day we were at school, Carla Mary Ware, and she said, what, I need to put 2, but somebody has that. I said, I bet you don't have TOO, meaning also. And she looked and they didn't have it. She was getting her name together. And she said, Butterfly Tube, T-O-O. That's it. So that's what we got. Butterfly Tube. But she's a bad girl. Beautiful clothing. And the same way with Phoebe. I've been knowing Phoebe since her child was 3. He ought to be in his 40s, late 40s now. Anyway, I've been knowing him a long time. Maybe since he was 9. Maybe he was 3. Anyway, he may be 50 now. Anyway, I've been knowing Phoebe a long time. Find these people. If I had $1 more, you could come to my restaurant. Because I told you I live with the people who can cook. That Evelyn Sanders Swafford and that Raymond Bernard Swafford, them 2 people can cook. They can cook. And y'all got some people in your house to cook. See, I don't know why we're not doing a cook exchange. You know? Why we not cooking and I buy yours and you buy mine, or I get yours and you get mine, or something like that. And see, this is the time that we could support one another, because let me tell you something. You're going to need finances in 2026. Why don't we make each other some money? Why you don't want to do that? You don't. Well, every time I say I'm going to bring my Jordan skin treats in here, because y'all didn't want to buy it from me. You'd rather give Revlon all that money. And so now you rather give all these people the money that look how they're treating you. Find you some people that own a business. You got what's the girl? Pinky Cole. She got all the food that oh, I don't know why I can't think of Pinky Cole's business, but you know what I'm talking about. Slutty Vegan. You got Slutty Vegan. You got so many little small places out here. And where are the bakers? Did you go find the richest bakers for me? It's somebody in Atlanta that knows the auntie or the cousin to the people who worked at Rich's department store and baked them the fudge brownies. Do y'all remember the fudge brownies? Oh, Lord. Is anybody out here that remember Rich's department store? Maybe I'm just talking. I got to go to the 65-year-olds, 55-year-olds. Rich's department store, bakery. Y'all, anybody remember? And then there was Federal Bakery down the street. The Federal Bakery didn't have anything on Rich's. Okay, where are those people? They're descendants somewhere with the paper. We need to get them pies and all that back and make it for each other. Where y'all gonna go and buy your cakes and your pies and your catering? Who you gonna get to do that? You're gonna make some people rich that's gonna get their money somewhere else. And so you don't want to give us the money. You want to always get a discount. Can I get a discount? Well, you ought to let me have that. But soon somebody else come along. You know, the white man's ice is always colder. Always. Let me tell you something, women, ladies. I'm talking to the ladies right now. We need to get these businesses together. Among ourselves. Who sells jewelry? Who makes jewelry? Who's sitting at home right now making some jewelry? Joy Peters, she has all kind of goodies. Little this and little that, little this. And you see my daughter's pins are made in God's image. Every time we get one, somebody gets mine. This time somebody got mine. I didn't lose it. There's still one somewhere in the house. But made in God's image, Indigo Boutique, we have that. A Boutique Indigo Soul. You see, will you buy from us? Will you buy from me? I bought from a lady this summer. I bought from a lady this summer. I bought from a guy this winter. It took all year to pay him. But I bought from some people because I just believe that we ought to do that for one another. But will you buy from me? Will you buy from me? That's a good question. Will you buy from me? Will you go to Boutique Indigo Soul and put an order in for me? I'd just like to see who would do it. Who would do that for me? Who would do that? Would you buy something from me? That's a good one. Or would you, you rather go, they probably got this on Amazon. We got to stop this. We got to stop this. We got to stop it and buy from each other. Some of you all know how to make, Felicia Dietrich. Oh my God. Have you all seen Felicia Dietrich's crochet? This girl makes some crochet. She makes you want to wear crochet. Now, when I was growing up, my grandmama crocheted the dollies. Have y'all seen the dollies? You all don't know anything about dollies. Let me tell you something. If they didn't wash those dollies, first they'd make the dolly, crochet the dolly. And then they would put bluing white bleach in it. And then they would get the alga starch. And then them dollies would sit up, they would move till Jesus came back. And they would put these in. If you didn't have a dolly in your house, so you don't know anything about some of our things we know how to do. These are things we know how to do. We can bring back our own stuff. Who said dollies, you don't need to use dollies anymore? Who said that? Who said that was old fashioned? Somebody bring it back. And the people who know how to crochet can start a little crocheting something. You see, we throw out our own culture. But you only see the dollies in black people's houses. And what does that mean? Does that mean it's bad? People, you all don't even know you good. Black people don't know you good. You don't know the good that we have. You don't know the importance of the melanin and the brain power that melanin follows. You don't know the power of the melanin, your skin. You don't even understand the power of being black. You're so busy trying to get over on the other side, you have missed the whole point. And I am guilty also, because I didn't know myself, because I wasn't taught. But once you find out, you need to spread the word and tell somebody of the power of the melanin. Where's Dr. Tim Moore? Brilliant, brilliant. Love him. Ooh, we love him. Dr. Timothy Moore at Clark Atlanta University wrote the book on melanin. You better find these. Let me tell you something. Let me back up. I'm all over the place today. Let me back up. Because we teach at the HBCU, don't think that we teach at the HBCU because we can't teach somewhere else. Don't think that. Because you want some quality. They don't pay you enough money. See, a student can't tell a professor at the HBCU, I pay your salary. Baby, you cannot afford Dr. Dennis Kimbrough. You can't afford Dr. Timothy Moore. You can't afford Dr. Georgianne Thomas. You ain't got enough money. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Do you know what the professors? Dr. Christopher Bass. And don't even mention Dr. Daniel Black. Who are you talking about? These people teach at Clark Atlanta University. Dr. Dunstan, who y'all talking about? Dr. Tammy Simmons, Dr. Georgine Bess Montgomery. These people, they love, we teach there because we want our students to be CAU excellence, the best. That's why we do that. You see? And so what are we doing now? What's going on? And after Dr. Cynthia Spence over there at Spelman, it's a whole bunch over there. I'm a Spelman College graduate. I know what we do. I know I'm a Clark Atlanta University graduate. I know what we do. My daughter's an Emory and a Northwestern University and a Clark Atlanta University graduate. She did her undergrad at Northwestern. Don't get it twisted. And we know what they do. We know what we do. She taught at Spelman and Morris Brown and Clark Atlanta. That's my daughter. I'm trying to get you all to understand the commitment we have to black people. And as black people, if we're committed to the education, we also need to be committed to the fiduciary aspect of us. The miseducation of the Negro. Read the book. I'm fussing tonight. And I might not have anybody listen to me but me. Okay. I don't mean any harm by that. I just know that we could do better if we know better. And we should know better now. Baby, look what they're doing up there every day. Like I said, I don't get into politics. You want to know what they're doing? Ask Tabitha, ask Joy, ask Lemon, and ask the other one. What's his name? The guy, Roland Martin. Ask them, they'll tell you. Tell you better than MSNBC. Tell you better than ABC or CBS. Telling you now. And so I'm saying to you, what about the fiduciary element of this whole black on black? The 92%. The purse strings, who got them? Who controls them? Don't play with black women. 92%, all 92%, because we don't get us all saying the same thing. Want a dime be spent in America, and you done pissed us off. Don't do it. Oh, I'm not supposed to say that word, am I? Okay, sorry. Listen. Christmas is coming. Thanksgiving is coming. My heart aches, and I know there's been some corruption, but my heart aches. I don't give a flip. It's corruption everywhere. That people are not going to get their SNAP money November, Thanksgiving, December, Christmas. That's the only way they get food is the SNAP card. And they're not going to get it in November. They voted for it, though. And they're not going to get it in December. They voted for it. They're not going to get it. What are people to do? What are we to do? Reverend Eric Thomas Church over on Venetian, St. Peter's Missionary Baptist Church. Council member Michael Bond put a call out and said they had tons of food over there. I wanted to go get 4 or 5 boxes. But then where was I going to go stand on the corner? I just want to go and just go get the boxes, put them in my car, and just go somewhere. If I see some people, just give them the box. Because they can't get, so you got to have a car to get somebody. The next call I get, we were busy today. But if I get a call, I'm getting in my car and trying to put the box in the car. And then I'm just going to go somewhere and just put it in front of somebody. We got to do that. We got to do that for each other. I want to commend. I just asked about Big Bethel AME Church. I understand that Soror Reverend Dr. Laura Lane White is going to be starting the food ministry. We got to start some food ministries. If you got some food, if you know how to, we need to have a roundup or a, I don't know, I just like block by block, street by street or something. Like on my street, I just want to go and say, give me all that stuff out of y'all's closet. Give me everything out the pantry. Just give it to me. Just give it to me. And let me take it somewhere. These people are not going to get their SNAP. We're talking about children. Children. Grown folk I ain't worried about. But children do not deserve not to have food in America. Children? The idea that a kid, I don't care if you say, well, they don't, I see them in, see, this will kill me about, let me be careful. I see them in the, when it's time to get gas, they in there getting them kids potato chips and all kinds of stuff on the SNAP card. Well, you know what? I used to complain about that too. But I look sometimes and I'm glad they got something. Considering who I see sometimes with the card and what I think they're thinking about and how difficult it may be. You don't know what's going on in people's houses or their minds. Why would a woman deliver a baby and kill it 9 months later with her husband and throw the baby in the trash? Are y'all listening to me? This is what a black family did. There's something going on. There's something demonic across the world. It's some spiritual warfare going on. I need you to check on your neighbors, check on people. Check and see what's going on. If you see somebody with some kids, it's some kids, I'm looking for them now. I'm looking for them now. I don't know where they are. I lost them. I've been busy. And then something happened. I don't know where they are. I think they get SNAP. I know they get SNAP. And they're not getting anything in November or December. I don't know where they are. I don't know how much they get on SNAP, but I need to get a card or something, put some money on it. and if I see them, I'm gonna look for them. First I gotta get the card together. But this is how I want you all to think about. Uh, this is how we gotta think as a people. We used to do that. Used to go Sharon, Soror, evangelist Sharon White would tell you. You used to go up the street and get a cup of sugar, or you go out over there across the street. Say, girl, let me have a little milk. And somebody would say, you got a little flour? Nobody thought anything about it. Nobody thought anything about it. What are we doing as a people? What are we doing? Love thy neighbor as thyself. You don't even know your neighbors. And then I went down some neighborhoods over here, back up in the Rogers, and I saw Georgia Tech, University of Georgia, Auburn, all plastered over the doors. You know, I'm like, what's happening over here? I saw all kind of Halloween, this big Halloween. I saw all kinds of things up inside these side streets, Beecher, all up in there. Atlanta people know where I'm going with all this. You know what? Y'all not paying attention. Listen, 2026 is coming. You keep hearing me say that. You saw what happened today. Oh, you don't know what happened? Internet went down. We didn't even know that Amazon, I didn't know till today, that Amazon had a network. And that their network holds Canvas, Clark Atlanta, and Canvas around the world. Just universities around the world use Canvas. That's like Blackboard, okay? They use Canvas. A section use Blackboard. They don't do Blackboard anymore. They use Canvas. So my students can get on Canvas today. I can get on Canvas today, to this evening. So I had to move everything over. I'm just saying, all that went out. Then I went to look for my cameras weren't working. Then the phone was carrying on. Let me tell you something, baby. It's going to be a shutdown in America. Do you all remember when the phones went out in America? That was like 2 or 3 years ago, maybe. The phones all went out. And see, like most of us crazy people, we don't have a house phone anymore. Because we went for the okie doke. And when they brought a house phone out, they hooked it up to the freaking Wi-Fi. You need a landline. And you can't find a person who knows anything about the landline because they all dead. Where the landline people? They could start their own business. It was a lot of brothers anyway doing it. Find them old people and learn how to do a landline and start you a landline business again. And see how many people will get your telephone. That's a business for somebody. When you see a business, you see an opportunity. I've been listening to Myron Golden a minute now. If you see an opportunity, then that is a business. Arlen Hamilton, that's a business. The landline business is a business. I'm gonna give y'all another business because I can't do them all. I just could see them. I passed Wally Park, WALLYPARK. That's where you go and park. Park services. I passed another park service and I saw it. And they always, just a little small place, big parking lots, and then you go into a building and you get on a bus. Sometimes you come in at midnight. Sometimes you come in, the plane is late. And once you get in your car, you just want to go home. Okay. I ain't gonna get y'all a business. Yes, I am. I had a vending machine business. Perfect. Because you put stuff in the vending machine that people need at midnight. What do people need at midnight, Georgia? Well, you've been late on the plane. And you don't want to stop at the Walgreens. You want to stop anywhere at night because you're already tired. And then crazy people are out at night. But if you get in your car and the vending machine got it, you'll pay more for it, but you'll get the vending machine product. It's all kind of businesses out here. You just need somebody to want to do them and want to get out here and do them. That's all. You just need somebody to want to do them. I've had these things going on in my head forever. So I'm gonna share them with you all. So get out here and do something and make something happen. Come on, 92 percenters. We're not going out in the streets. Y'all can keep calling whatever you want, whatever business you want to have. I mean, whatever you want to go out in the street and protest against. I need for you to go right ahead. I got my mark. He stood right there, evil white man, and put his cigarette out on my arm. We had already been spat upon. Can you imagine spit? Spit, nasty spit. Because I made you uncomfortable because I wanted to stand up for my rights. So you spat on me. The same way you, listen to me. White men would go to the slave quarters and tell the black man to get out of bed, and he would get in there and have sex with his wife. Rape, 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 rape. And then she would have the white baby, and he would have him a white baby. And that's where all your light skin during that time. That's where it came from. All y'all who want to brag about, I'm part Swedish, I'm part this, I'm part that. That's because somebody raped a black woman in the slave quarters. Don't get it twisted. Understand who you are and who you have been and who we are now. We are now the 92%. And we're standing on some solid ground. And we are now saying that you didn't believe us. So we are going to take our marbles and put them in the freaking bag and put the bag in the safe. And then we're going to get out here and try to make something happen. No, we're going to make something happen. Because we know they got something for all of us. The banks, everybody. They just read 2025. And insurance. We all need insurance. All of us need everything. How are we going to do it? I'm not getting out here in these streets. And I could be your age and I wouldn't get out here in these streets if I've already done it. I went to the polls. That's when I did it. And I'm a part of the 92%. And so I'm saying to you, come to grips with who you are and whose you are. Because we pray also. Let me tell you, how many of y'all have praying grandmamas, praying mamas, praying aunties, praying big mamas, and now you owe enough to pray yourself. You better pray. And some of it's going to happen anyway, but the prayer just kind of protects, okay? You need that protection. You need the prayer of protection. Pray for your family. Pray. You can't. We have prayed people away now. I'm not going to go there. But we're going to pray for a better day. We're going to pray God steps in. We're going to pray that we're able to get through. We are going to pray our way through this. Because the optimal word is through. And the 92%, I'm tired of y'all complaining that you don't see us out there. You saw us in November. You heard from us. You actually said you were going to join us. And then you changed your mind. Well, we didn't change our mind. We're still on the 92%. If you need more information, Tabitha, Joy, Roland, and Lemon will give you all that. In the meantime, in between time, I'm getting you to understand you got to get busy. And we got to buy and shop among Black Wall Street. Make it happen. Make Black Wall Street happen. Not where they can come in and kill us like they did. Not they can come in and burn our buildings like they did. I've never seen so many hateful people. You don't want to do business with us. You don't want us. But when we start doing business with ourselves, you get mad because we got enough sense. They've told y'all some lies. You are operating on lies. White people have told a bunch of lies about black people. We are human. White people have no idea that there's nobody white in the Bible. They have no idea. They just operating on lies. They have no idea that there were no white people on the earth when earth started. Do you understand? They have no idea. And so now And those who have the idea don't want to tell anybody. So we all the bad guys. Listen, people, I need for you to make sure that you pray for your prayer. Stay with me on prayer. And stay with me on how you're going to spend your money. And stay with me. You know, some places we have to go. Now, you know, we just can't. The gas, you got to buy gas. You got to buy groceries. Some things you can't do anything about. But you don't have to spend all your money to make some people rich. Designers rich. Do they have a scholarship at your school? How many scholarships they gave away? I have never heard of a Louis Vuitton scholarship at a HBCU. I'm going to give it to Mr. Blank. He stepped up. He did. Mr. Smith, the black billionaire with a B, he stepped up. There's a white woman, I forget her name, have stepped up. Let's step up for one another. Let's step up. Because ain't no gifts coming from nowhere. Well, I'm way past my time. I don't go this late. I just want us to listen. We have to work together quietly in this way. It's a mental thing. From one prayer to the next prayer to the next prayer. And pray all the way around. Pastors, preachers, get in the pulpit. Talk about that prayer. Make that prayer where we all hear that prayer. Make them prayers around the United States, around the world. Pray. So we all hear that prayer. So we'll know that prayer. God need for us to pray. I need for us to pray and remember who got it, who got the last word. Nobody up there got the last word. Read your Bible. God got the last word. I need some fine glasses. You know, my stuff just be tight. I can't help myself. I love Georgianne, I do. All righty. 83. Let's go. I love you. I do. And you can't do anything about it. Let's get busy, people.